Hey guys, welcome to First Talk. Alright, so today we're going to be doing a pharmacy industry debate. My name is Sarah Guppinger. Today we have with us Peter Abdal and Romaine Johnson. So, welcome guys. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started with Peter. Can you tell me what sort of personality or skill set you think allows someone to excel in this sort of job?
What you need to excel, and I'll tell you right now, number one is stubbornness. You have to have your way. You're going to be dealing with a lot of people that want to compromise. No, that's a no-go. You want to be as stubborn as possible, at the same time be not flexible, and also you want to not build any relationships because these people really won't matter to your future.
Okay, well this guy, it's an excellent response. Jermaine.
I'll have to respectfully disagree. You want to be willing to take risks in this industry, all right? It's ever evolving, requires you to be flexible. You're going to be dealing with different people every time, and you're going to want to collaborate with them every day. And it requires to be able to identify gaps in healthcare knowledge and allocating grant funds towards educational programs. So, the end goal is to impact patient care on a large scale. So, with patient care being ever so evolving, you just want to be flexible as it evolves.
Okay, great response, Jermaine. So, can you tell me what sort of knowledge, or do you think that the knowledge you've acquired in this job allows you to transition into a different line of pharmacy work?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like my expertise overlaps with medical science liaisons as well as health economic specialists. So because of the fellowships that I've had while in post graduation and also my public health residency, it actually more so prepared me for these types of transitions.
Okay, great. Peter.
I think Jermaine's wrong, definitely. Nothing you do really overlaps with anything else in this industry. It's kind of a one-way dead end. And that's the way I look at it. I wake up every day with regret picking this path because I'm stuck in it, and I know I'll never be able to transition. So, yeah.
Okay, well, while we're on that topic, do you ever find yourself, Peter, looking for other job opportunities?
You know what? I've spent a lot of time, maybe even 2-3 hours, this year alone looking for other jobs, and it's a dead end, like I said before. So you're wasting your time if you're looking for another job. So no, I don't think there are any other opportunities for medical education specialists.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to have to disagree with that because the matter of fact is that the reality is job security as a pharmacist in general is fleeting, especially nowadays. But what you want to do is have a niche. I feel like it's really important to have a niche, like something that you bring to the company and that provides stability. And also, my job in particular as an industry pharmacist, it's not bottom line driven. It's more so just about educating people. And so profits aren't what drives them. So the networking opportunities is what's more important that you go through while you're in your field. That's what's more important towards, having maybe not stability in the job, but security that you'll be able to have a job.
Okay. So, Jermaine, do you feel like gaining experience in this line of work allows you to maybe move up the ladder?
Well, it all depends on where you are. So there's definitely opportunity. Of course, it depends on the company, but what it's really important about is making sure you're willing to put in that effort that it's going to take to climb the ladder.
Okay, Peter.
Again, wrong, Jermaine, again. Basically, as I've mentioned before, I sound kind of like a broken record. The dead-end street also applies to this question. There's nowhere to go but up. You're just a drone. If you work your butt off, you're still not going to see another dime, and you're not going to advance. And, it's all nepotism. It's just family and friends get pushed to the top. So don't waste your time.
Well, that sounds very depressing. Peter, could you tell me what experiences you've had that has best prepared you for working this job?
Just being born awesome is number one. If you don't have that, you're wasting your time. Networking's not going to help. Residencies, everybody's got a residency, everybody's got a fellowship, so don't even waste your time with that. Just work on your resume and most importantly, your headshot. I feel like that captures your spirit as a worker. Mostly is conveyed through a headshot. So that's my advice.
Well, I wish I was born as amazing as this guy, but let's move on to Jermaine.
Wow, Peter. Well, start off for me. When I was in school, I was a part of several organizations in order to increase my networking skills and opportunities. Everyday communication with other professionals is important, and also understanding how corporate cultures work. Once you get into that sector, you want to just appreciate how the structure of how they run things and how they process how that breaks down. Becoming familiar with that is and getting close enough to understand how the companies work as a whole is very helpful.
Okay, great. So, Jermaine, how much of your time do you feel like you spend traveling?
Whew, so that's the thing about this. It could be a good thing to some people, it could be a bad thing to some people, but I spend anywhere from a week to 2 weeks a month traveling.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a lot of oversight, just making sure the money that your company is putting into these projects is being spent correctly. So yeah.
Peter.
To be honest, sir, I'm not sure how well you vetted my debate opponent here. I'm not sure how legitimate his industry company is because I spend 0 days. As a matter of fact, I don't even leave the building for lunch. There's a restaurant in the lobby.
That sounds
That must be
excellent.
nice.
Yeah, okay. So, Peter, do you feel like this job gives you the opportunity to pursue other things that you love?
Um, I don't think so. Not really. If you don't find your passion in your work, which is impossible, which I might add because nobody likes working, period. Um, yeah, that's all I do all day pretty much is spend my free time thinking about what I'm going to do outside of work. So, yes and no, to put it as clearly as possible.
Okay, well, I like my job, but Jermaine, why don't you tell us what your opinion is?
Well, I definitely find passion in my field, in my work. So in my spare time, I just find things that overlap with what it is I love, and that's what's most important whenever you're at a job. For example, I travel to SNAPA meetings to talk about what I do, basically, to just be that outreach to local schools. And since my job involves so much traveling and also lucrative pay, I'm able to travel with my child and they're able to be accommodated so they're looked after while I'm away as well.
Okay, so Jermaine, do you think that you find your day routine and repetitive or very sporadic?
Oh, it is extremely sporadic, especially when you factor in the fact that you're dealing with different people with degrees and advanced degrees, different backgrounds. There can be a lot of butting heads, but in the end, the end goal is just to be flexible with them and just figure out different ways to accomplish different tasks.
Okay, great. Peter.
I'm gonna have to again question the legitimacy of my opponent. I find myself on a day-to-day basis losing track of what day it is in the week, what time it is. It's all so repetitive that it all just blends together. I don't even know how long I've been working there, to be quite honest.
That is very sad. So, Peter, could you tell me if you could practice in any area of pharmacy other than this one, what would you be doing?
Oh man, so many choices, but I'd probably leave the pharmacy thing behind and go for modeling. Something that can maybe acting, combine my awesome personality with
I
my
could see
awesome
that.
looks,
I could see that.
and just call myself a pharmacist. Yeah, I like that idea. I might just do that.
Okay, Jermaine.
Well, it's actually funny that you asked that. I actually started out, my endeavors with the idea of being the Minister of Health in Nigeria. But for me, the most part really is about advocating for people. Being an advocate to making sure quality care is coming across to all patients. That the connection between patient and prescriber is becoming more intimate.
Okay, great. So, Jermaine, tell me, what areas of the job do you find most appealing?
Well, it's definitely the salary, and for me personally, definitely the traveling. Although traveling may not be everybody's cup of tea, you're not overly stressed out about things. If solving problems is what you love to do, it's not going to stress you out. You also do get to sit down a lot. You're not really you're not really feeling like what you're doing in your job is not impacting anybody. You don't feel like your job is mundane. You know, although you're quite separated from patients, you do see a sense of, accomplishment in knowing that they're going to get better care.
Okay, great. Peter.
I can think of only one. My company's big enough that I can usually leave early and no one will notice.
Okay, so Peter, what do you find least appealing about your job?
Showing up every day, waking up, getting out of bed, the drive. How much time do we have, to be honest?
And just
There's
having a whole
nothing.
job, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Jermaine.
Well, I love my job, but there are you do come across times when people make simple processes, more complicated than it can be or than it needs to be. That just comes with dealing with people. But you just kind of have to understand that everybody's mind kind of operates different from your own. So it's the least appealing, but that's also, the fun challenge of the job.
Okay, so Jermaine, if you were to give advice to students or practitioners seeking this kind of job, what would your advice be?
Oh, I cannot stress how important it is to network. Networking, networking, networking. All right. You always want to go into, college and pharmacy school, maximizing your time with those other people. You want to make sure that you're making connections that are just not mundane. It doesn't have to be quid pro pro. It could be, how can we use our abilities to make sure each other's goals are accomplished? And you don't want to make that short. You don't want to make that short term. You want to make it long term. And please don't exit that connection early just because one or two of you have a job or just because either of you got out of it what you want to do. You want to continually see, the people that you connect with succeed. And that's also what's going to tie into your job stability because that same person that you're helping succeed and that they're helping you succeed, they could be waiting for you to get out of your current position so they can give you another job offer. They can give you a job offer that takes you away from a current position. So
Okay, Peter.
Personally, I would just follow my two-step system. Use them, lose them. People are a disposable resource, so if they can't help you, you're wasting your time. Um, Relationships won't last in this industry, so yeah, that's my only advice. Oh, I guess one more thing. If you do get rejected, just understand that you weren't good enough and just give up then. You're wasting your time.
Okay, well, there you have it, guys. Advice from our two medical education specialists. Actually, hold on. I'm getting something from our producers. It turns out Peter is not actually an industry pharmacist and was an actor all along.
I'm getting a call. I have to go.
All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in.